rich people drama is my favorite type of drama. I ain't even gonna hold you. I have been looking for audiobooks for the next few books. None of them are available, so that's great. Child, this font, this is Bible size font. There's a lot of pages. This just made me want to cry. It's almost 600 pages. This is gonna be interesting vlog because I know this is gonna take me a while to finish. I don't know how many hairstyles I'm gonna have in this vlog, so. But when it's in a book, I don't know what it is. I completely shut down. It's over. I made it. I survived. I got another book done for the year. But at what cost? But at what cost? I've sci-fied too close to the sun. What, this be going crooked? Girl. I'm in the midst of filming another vlog, but I wanted to start this one. So, hello booktubing world. It is I, Capri Nicole, and I am back with another video. So today I wanted to do something different. A couple of you guys asked me, like I always ask you guys what type of videos you want to see from me, blah 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 whatever. So I asked y'all what y'all want to see. I can't do it with my tongue right no more. And the girls were saying that they want to see me read outside of my comfort zone. Now, I don't, ever since when I first joined booktube, I didn't know what it meant to have your own specific taste, your own specific genre. I only knew books and books that people were excited about, and I would read them, and that excitement added to my experience. Now that I'm older and I'm a vetted booktuber, I'm a vetted reader, you know what I'm saying, I know that people have specific tastes and specific what they like, and now I feel like I know what I like, I know what I don't like. Within the past like 2-3 years, I feel like I kind of know what I like, what I don't like. And one thing about me, I don't hate read. Like, I don't want to read no book that I know I'm not gonna like. I try to find the books that I know I'm gonna enjoy. If I read a book and I think I'm gonna enjoy it and I end up hating it and I have to drag it to filth, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? If y'all are OGs here, you already know if I don't like something, I will speak my mind and I will drag a book for 5 minutes straight. And that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? Top tier roaster, that's just what it is. But reading outside of my comfort zone, as soon as I realize I don't like something, I don't want any parts. Like, I'm not a DNF'er. I wish I was, but it just kind of drives me crazy to start something and not finish it. But if I'm reading something and I know I'm not liking it, I will push through to the end to see if it gets better. It usually doesn't, but that's the closest I'll get. Now, reading outside of my comfort zone, things I don't like in books. I don't like unexpected pregnancies. I don't like space opera. I don't really like sci-fi. I don't really like, you know, it's crazy because I was in a robotics club. I build things. Like, I have a coding and robotics background. But I don't really like reading about like robot sci-fi space and spaceships and all this in books. I just simply don't want to read about that. I've read so many books like that and I just simply don't be caring about that. What else I don't like? I don't like dystopian. I don't really like aliens in books, like all the alien smut. I can't get into that. Like, I can't get into it. Like, my brain simply can't function. Like, when you tell me a blue alien is showing up, you down. Huh? Like, I ain't gonna turn my nose too much because I do read monster romance, so it's not that far-fetched, but it's just something about aliens I just can't get down with. I just can't get down with it. Let's see what else I don't like. It's not that I don't like it, but I tend not to really read too many mysteries, too many thrillers. It's just really not my thing. Like, it's not something I find excitement in. It's not really, you know what I'm saying? Like, mystery books that I have read, I usually enjoy because I want to know what's gonna happen, but like, it's not a genre that I'm like, ooh, I want to read that so bad. It's just not my thing. So I have a TBR of 4 books. Okay, we have some sci-fi, we have some classique, we have some robot over here, we have a thriller. So the first book that I have my TBR, I'm not gonna read it in the order that I'm showing you guys, but I'm gonna show you guys the books that I have. The first one is a classic book. I don't own any classics, I don't think. Like, I'm simply not a classic girl. But Isabel from Throne of Pages, I'm like an OG subscriber of hers before she blew up and all that. She's really been in her classic bag, and she just be making it sound so interesting. But I'm just like, what? I'm gonna read something that I actually find interesting. Like some of the books she was talking about, I'm like, I don't want to read that. I ain't reading that. But the classics is way out of my realm, because I don't even think I've read any classics, to be completely honest. Maybe retellings, but like not the actual classic book, because they be losing me in some of the writing. Okay, but we have The Romance of Three Kingdoms. So this is a fantasy book, and it's based off of like, I think like maybe Chinese history. So it's like some fiction, some realist and stuff like that. Okay, it says empires arise from chaos and empires collapse back into chaos. This we have known since time began. A vast human epic of warlords, schemers, heroes, and villains battling for the throne. The Romance of Three Kingdoms has enthralled readers for more than 500 years, dramatizing the violent destruction of the Han Dynasty in the 2nd century and the tumultuous rise of three kingdoms vying to dominate China. So, like I said, a little bit of Chinese history, you know what I'm saying? Damn, this font is small. Ooh, I should probably read this first, because it's gonna take me a while. This is like Bible scripture, and it's from the tippy top of the page to the very bottom. Like they filling up the whole page. Oh, some pictures in here. So that's the first book on the TBR. The next book is a book that I put on my TBR, but it is not something that I will lean towards. I just really like the cover. And it's Africa Risen. Now this is a short story collection of sci-fi books. Now when I saw this cover, I didn't give a damn what it was about. I wanted to read it immediately. I don't care if it was about hanging up clothes. I don't care. With a cover like this, I needed parts. So basically it's just a collection of short stories, all sci-fi. Sci-fi is not my thing, but we gonna give her a go. I found the audiobook. So the next one that I have, this book has been making rounds on BookTube, child. I've been seeing a lot of people read this book. I think Rachel from Raven Hair Reader read it. I'm pretty sure Mayana read it too, and it is the Murder Bot series. Now the sci-fi girlies have been eating this book alive. It is short. I think Riley Marie read it as well. It's very short, and I don't even know what it's about. I just know that it follows like this funny AI personality, like this AI robot that has like a lot of personality. They said that you really end up liking them as a character. And that's all I know. I want to go into it with a blind eye because it is very short. I don't really want to know too much about it. So that's the next one. I got that one on Libby audiobook. You know it. So we're going to pick that one up next. And the final book that I have is a book that I saw recently in an Olivia Reads a Latte video. And it's called Dirty Laundry. And it's a thriller. You know, I'm not a thriller girl. But she said some hit words that I was like, I might be okay with this. So it basically is following like mommy influencers and their drama, and something goes down with them, child. I don't know. I just love when rich people have drama, because they don't have nothing really to worry about. They don't have real issues like you know, paying their bills and having food in their house and working a lot. Like certain things, they don't have to worry about that, so they find other ways to just create messy drama. And rich people really be having the best messy drama because they just be bored. They just be in the house bored, and they just be coming up with shit. So you talking about suburban mommy vlogger drama, sign me up. Okay, if I'm gonna read a thriller, sign me up for that. Because if you don't know, I've mentioned this a few times, I want to be a mom. I want to be a mom my entire life, but I ain't gonna be a mom until I can financially afford them children, and formula is like $50 right now. No thank you. Okay, no thanks. I also follow a lot of, well, not on this channel, but on my personal YouTube, I follow a lot of mommy YouTubers. Like back in the day, well, not as of recently, like within the past like 3-4 years, I haven't really watched that many, but like delivery vlogs, the vlogs where they would give birth and they would have like their whole day with their water broken, all this stuff. I was eating it up. I was eating those vlogs alive. Like, those were my favorite types of vlogs. Like, delivery day vlogs, that was my, like, seeing just the whole process, them having their bag packed, them going to the you know, the hospital, or being at home and doing their water birth, talking about their experience having their baby. I was eating that shit alive, and I still do follow a lot of mommy vloggers, but I've been leaning more towards like lifestyle vloggers. But like, that was my jam. So I honestly think that even if it's outside of my comfort zone, it still has some hit words that might be cool with me. And like I said, when people don't got nothing else to worry about, they be finding the dumbest damn drama I done never seen in my life, and I'm trying to read about it. So those are the books. Is that it? Those are the books that I have on my TBR. We're gonna kick this video off. It will be very interesting to me if I end up finding a favorite book in this vlog. That would be absolutely insane. But we're gonna get into this vlog. I am a little bit scared of the size of the font for this book, but for the rest of them, I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna make it. We're gonna survive. So I will see y'all in the next clip. Bye. Alright, y'all, so here is the damage. Let me know in the comment section below, in the year 2023, how much you think all of these groceries were. I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like maybe like probably like 5 bags, and then just a bag of wine. So tell me in the comment section below how much you think this is. In the year of our Lord and recession, let me know how much you think this cost me. I'm gonna lay everything out on the counter, and I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm cooking this week, so just give me a second. So my iPad is dead, but I'm watching Aaron's latest vlog, and this is everything that I got. Now, 2 years ago, this would have been like $80 tops, okay? This was $150. No, I don't want to talk about it. Is the heat on? Girl, no, it's hot up in here. Okay, so this is everything I got. Let me show y'all some of the highlights that I'm excited for. Number one, we're going to start with the kombucha cha. This is an OG right here. Mango, what is it? Mystic. Come on, girl, focus. Damn. Mystic mango. This is, I've had this before, but I love me some kombucha cha. Peach paradise. I had this. Come on, focus. Okay, peach paradise. I had this for the first time I think last week, and I really liked it, so I grabbed it again. And then I also got pineapple peach. So those are the 3 kombuchas I got. And they got this new chopped salad. I'm trying to see what it's talking about. Mexican style street corn. So it got broccoli, red cabbage, carrots, smoked paprika, cornbread crumbles, green onion, crispy corn, and Parmesan cheese. So we gonna see what is hitting both. All right. Also got my, bruh, it's not that hard. It's a dark color, like, okay. Also got my little protein power cups. I know everybody be saying like, look for protein that's not in processed foods, and then when you ask them, they be wanting you to eat like raw vegetables and shit. Girl, go to hell, okay? I'm gonna get my protein, get in where I fit in, you know what I'm saying? All my gym girls, if you want something that tastes like, you know, I want something sweet after you eat, this is my go-to. I always get the brownie cups. 10 grams of protein, really good. And then I got this water this week because they ain't have the water I've been drinking, child. I've been drinking the Eternal. I showed y'all. I've been drinking the Eternal, but they ain't have that, so I had to get this. Whatever. Hopefully it tastes good. I got some salmon for the salmon stir fry that I'm cooking. I got a whole bunch of tunas because one thing about me, when I make my salads are fire. I'm gonna show y'all one of the salads I made this week so y'all can see. But my salads, these are the secret, okay? Getting you some of the, and it got like 15 grams of protein. I put this in my salad, it'd be over with, okay? With a capital O. Then I got some veggies for the stir fry. I got some guac, child. This guac was $7. But you know what? I don't give a damn. It will be going in my salad as well. And let's see. I got these Stella Rosa. My cousin been talking about these, and I be seeing all the wine girlies talk about this. 5%. Child, I ain't talking about nothing. Alright, so 5%, we gonna see. Stella Rose, I got cranberry, and I got Stella Peach. We gonna see what it's talking about. And I think I already told y'all about this. I've been getting this popcorn because, if y'all can see, what is it? Lesser Girl? Lesser Evil? Lesser Evil. Okay. I've been getting this popcorn because the serving size is like 3.5 cups. So your girl, when I want a snack, I don't want no little tight, crunched up, minimal, oh, eat in moderation. No, when I want a snack, I want something that's like gonna last a while. And this is one of those things. 3.5 cups. Yeah, definitely my go-to, and it tastes really good. So that's basically everything I got. So for this week, my breakfast, I usually eat really light for breakfast because I don't be hungry, but I got my pineapples, and I got strawberries, and I got, this is also really good for protein, 20 grams, focus, oh my god, it's not focusing, y'all, but 20 grams of protein. This is really good. I always have this for breakfast. And my kombucha cha. And then for lunch, what is lunch gonna be? A salad? Yeah, lunch is gonna be the big salad and the protein cup. And then dinner, I'm making a salmon stir fry with this asparagus. I'm gonna leave my favorite asparagus recipe in the description box because it's very quick and the asparagus be fire. So that's what I'm making this week. I'll show y'all when I make it, but I just wanted to show y'all my little grocery haul, you know what I'm saying? Okay, bye.
Cells at work.
What's up, y'all? It's time for an update. I got these press-on nails on, child. This one nail is giving me problems, but it's okay. We're gonna bring our glue with us, okay? I'm getting ready to go to brunch. Of course, I'm gonna take you guys with me, but I'm just popping on here because I finished the Murderbot book, and it was pretty good. Like, it really, like I said, it's really not, you know, not something that was on my radar, not something I really cared about. I'm not a robot sci-fi outer space girly. It's just space opera. It's just not my thing. Like, it never will be that. But I didn't hate the book. Like 40% of the book I really just didn't care. There was a whole bunch of conversation about like where they were, the people. Murderbot's personality was actually pretty funny because it was very relatable. I was listening to this on audiobook, and most of it I listened to at work, and as he was saying he didn't want to be around people, I didn't want to be around people. So it was very relatable. Like same, like very much same, like we're here and here, okay, we're here and here. But yeah, the first 40% I was like eh, but then we got around like 40-50%, I started caring. Like between the 40% to the 70% mark was like the chunk that I enjoyed. Murderbot just got funnier and funnier, child. And then there was like these people that were undermining them, but that they were from the same company, so it kind of got interesting because there was like a plot that was like dangerous. And I don't know, just like if it was more of like a book where he was just going around just like slaughtering folks, I feel like I would have enjoyed that more. But like getting to know the Murderbot and getting to know, you know, the world setting and like the job and the company they were working for and the people that were like after them, it was interesting. It was cool. The book was short. The audiobook was only like 3 hours, so thank you for adding to my Goodreads goal. But for the most part, it was fine. I mean, I can't rate it low because it wasn't a bad book. Like, it genuinely was not a bad book. So I give it, me personally, I give it a 3.5. So maybe like on Goodreads I'll give it a 3, but it really is a good book. So if it's something that you would enjoy, I feel like you should definitely check it out. It's quick, it's fun, the characters are interesting, and the world is well developed in a short amount of time. Now, I have been looking for audiobooks for the next few books. None of them are available, so that's great. That's great. No audiobooks available. Wonderful. So 2 of them won't be, well, one of them won't be available until the end of the month. Another one has like a 2-week hold, so I don't know. The Africa Risen is the one that has a 2-week hold, or I could wait until the end of the month and listen to it on Scribd. But reading 2 sci-fi books back to back, especially because this is going to be short stories, so it's going to be like a whole bunch of stories back to back, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that because I feel like I will put myself in a reading slump. So I was feeling like I should pick this one up next. But what, child, this font, this is Bible size font. So I don't know. I feel like I should pick this up next. I was going to bring it with me to brunch, but I feel like I really need to sit down today and like get a good chunk of this done. But not during my brunch. So here's what I'm gonna bring with me to brunch. So this one had nothing to do with this video, but I'm probably gonna bring sweat and soap because I'm on volume 4. This is just something quick. I really want to start this first binding because I finished Blood Mercy, which was one of my big thick book TBRs. So I really want to start this today as well, but I think I'm gonna bring sweat and soap with me just because, like, girl, come on now. You really want to do this? You really want to? I might bring it with me. I don't know. Maybe I can get a few pictures, but I'm probably gonna bring both with me for you know, social support. I'm gonna be meeting with my friend. I haven't seen her in a while, so it's gonna be fun to catch up with her. But of course, I'm gonna take y'all with me. But this is probably what I'm gonna be reading while I'm waiting because this place is pretty popular, so I feel like it's going to be busy. We might be waiting for a while, so I'm gonna take this with me. And you know, black folks be late, child. I be on time, but black folks be late, so I'm gonna bring this with me while I wait for her. And I'm actually gonna go get my car washed as well. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on those books. The first book that I read, and this, and the next one I'm gonna pick up is going to be this. I'm gonna try to see today also if I can track down Dirty Laundry because the audiobook hold for that is like 12 weeks, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like, there is no way it should really is that important. So I'm gonna hit up Barnes and see what they're talking about. I found it on Amazon. I don't really want to get a hardcover. I was gonna get the paperback, but the cover is different. I don't know, we gonna see. But either I'm gonna order it today or I'm gonna pick it up from Barnes today. So I will see y'all in the next clip, okay? What's up, y'all? Ooh, what's up, y'all? What's up? Okay, so I have started the Penguin Classic, The Romance of Three Kingdoms, and I'm like basically like 25 pages in. This is very different storytelling. So okay, right from the beginning, I don't even know really how to read this because basically the table of context where it basically would start, where it would say each chapter, it spoils what's gonna happen in each chapter in the table of context. So I just skipped that. And then they have the chronological order of things that specifically happened during each year, which is more spoilers. And then we have a little bit of artwork, you know, we got a little bit of artwork there. Some more artwork, basically description of, like, this introduction. I wanted to read this, like, section right here, the introduction, because I think it introduces, like, all the characters and, like, gives a backstory of them. But again, it kind of just, like, spoils it. So I'm like, should I read this? Because I don't want to be spoiled. So now I'm on chapter 4, and it's just so weird because it's like, this doesn't feel like a book. It feels like Cliff Notes almost. So I looked it up to see like what other people's commentary was on this, because I'm not struggling with it. Like, I'm not having a hard time reading it. I'm just having a hard time following like exactly what the point is, I guess, because like we're just being brought so many characters, like so many characters are being brought up, and like within like 3 sentences or like 1 page the character ends up being killed. But it's not even like conversations or like telling us about the character and then like eventually they get, you know, overthrown or whatever, because this is all like political, Chinese like political magical fantasy. it just kind of introduces a character and then says like, oh, this character overthrows the emperor, and then his brother shows up and he has a magical bejeweled sword. But it's like telling me what's happening. Like, it's like something has already happened and someone's telling me the story of it and giving me like notes on like specifically what happened. I'm just not realizing the last clip I probably didn't have blue hair, so this is gonna be interesting vlog, because I know this is gonna take me a while to finish. I don't know how many hairstyles I'm gonna have in this vlog, so it is what it is. But I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Every day I've been reading like 30 minutes reading this, just so I can get a little bit deeper into it, because I feel like the more I read, the more comfortable I'll get with the writing. But I don't feel uncomfortable with the writing. It's just a weird style of writing, I guess, because it just feels like cliff notes to a fantasy book. Like the fantasy book was written and then they wrote cliff notes on it. That's what this book feels like. And a lot of the reviewers were saying like it was there's different translations, because this obviously is like Chinese, not mythology, but Chinese like politics mixed in with like magical realism and fantasy. So this is like based off of real events, and a lot of people say that a different translated version is best to read this. But that book is over 2,000 pages, and I'm sorry, 2,000 pages? At that point, like, honey, don't even worry about it. 2,000 pages, you're not gonna see me. Like, you're not going to see me. So I guess I'm just gonna have to write it out with the cliff notes. But I just feel like I'm just gonna get so far into this book, and unless they keep the same characters that I'm kind of like starting to remember, I'm not gonna really know what happened by the end of this. Like, that's my fear. Like, I'm gonna get to the end of this book and just like, I've read a whole bunch of things that happened, but like it didn't really stick. That's what I'm nervous about, because I'm not having a hard time reading. It's not difficult to read. I'm not saying I don't hate it. It's just a odd way to tell the story. And right now I'm supposed to be reading for like 35 minutes, and I really should. But I'm on an anime kick right now, and my period just started yesterday. So I'm just trying to chill. Like, I'm trying to get in my bed and I'm trying to chill. Like, I'm really not trying to read this right now. So we're gonna go ahead and put her down. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I asked y'all on the island, because you know I like pay attention to the community tab, because I love talking to y'all on there. But I had posted this poll asking y'all what I should do, because I just finished Jujutsu Kaisen and I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I liked it more than the manga, so I gave it like a 3.5. But Black Clover was at the top of my watch list, and I really wanted to start Tokyo Ghoul, because Tokyo Ghoul is one of my favorite mangas, and everybody was telling me not to watch the anime. But then some people recently have been telling me that the anime is actually good, so I'm like, let me just watch it and make my own decision. So Tokyo Ghoul and Black Clover were at the top of my watch list, and I was asking y'all because I'm like on episode 82 of Hunter x Hunter, and I told y'all they're starting to lose me. I'm on like season 5. I'm like, hey, let's wrap up this Pokemon like esque style of cartoon. Like, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap this up. I'm ready to get back to the fighting and the killing and the bloody goriness of Hunter x Hunter. Let's get back to that. So y'all were telling me to push through, so I asked y'all if I should start a new anime or get further along in Hunter x Hunter, or do both. And I think the option for do both is winning. I really think I should read, because yeah, the option for doing both is winning. So I feel like I should watch up to like episode 90, try to get to like episode 90 of Hunter x Hunter, because I just watched episode 82 and it was starting to get good. I'm like, okay, all right. So now I'm on episode 83. I think I'm gonna push through to try to get to 90 this week, and then I'll start Black Clover, since y'all said just do both, because I am in the middle of a lot of animes right now. I have started quite a lot, so I don't know, and I just keep adding more and more to my watch list, because I've gotten to the side of TikTok where black girls are recommending me anime, and I'm just eating it up, because they all have like very similar like psychological, bloody, gory, fantasy, and sometimes like girly, witchy animes. Like, all of the recommendations have been fire. So I'm on that side of TikTok right now, but I really feel like I should read this, but I don't really want to. There's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. I'm like looking at my Forest app because I already have the timer on, and I really just don't feel like reading this right now. I really don't. So I think I'm just gonna relax, and I'll pick up the book tomorrow. Maybe I'll do an hour tomorrow since I didn't do my 30-minute goal today. And I have started first binding, but I haven't really been able to like really get into it. So hopefully I can get more into that as well. But that's it for the update. I'm gonna go watch Hunter x Hunter, and then I will check in with you guys later. Okay, see you in the next clip. Running like that. These animes kill me. Everybody always be running with their arms. Like, where you go, boy? That kill me every time. Little squishy, so cute, my little squishy. This is what I'm talking about. By the way, just like my little squishy. Okay, let's chat. So, child, what page did I get to? I've gotten to page 25. It's still reading like spark notes, so I haven't picked it back up. To be completely honest, your girl has been binging some animes. I've really been enjoying it. Why do I feel like this is zoomed in? So yeah, your girl has been binging animes. I've still been watching Black Clover. I'm on like episode 45. Like, I'm just loving it. The only thing I'm not liking is one of the main characters. He's like obsessed with his sister. It's really weird and creepy, but luckily in the show they acknowledge that he's weird and creepy. Like, it's not something that's like normalized, but like the incest and the pedophilia, they gotta let that go in animes. Like, I have DNF'd so many animes because of that, because it just makes me so uncomfortable. And I have started My Hero Academia because everybody was telling me like if I like Black Clover, then I'll probably like My Hero Academia. And I've started it, and I started watching it on Crunchyroll, and it was subbed. And then I was like, I'm a dubbed girly. Like, I prefer dubbed just because it'll be easier for me to binge because I don't have to be like constantly reading. But the girls were telling me it's dubbed on Hulu, so I started watching it on Hulu. But low-key, the subbed version ate down better, so I went back to sub. So I'm still watching it, but I'm watching it sub because the voice actors for subbed is just better. And like the three most recent animes that I've watched, it's had the same male voice actor for specific characters, and I can tell it's him. Like, he sounds the same, and it's kind of like throwing me off. Nevertheless, let's get back to talking about the books. I'm just updating y'all on my animes. I have been watching a lot of animes, child. I ain't gonna hold y'all, alright? I ain't gonna hold y'all. But I got to page 25 in the classics. It's reading like spark notes, and I know I said I didn't want to read 2 sci-fi books back to back, but it's looking like that's what I need to do. So I picked up the second sci-fi book for this vlog, which is Africa. Is it Africa Risen? So I have started Africa Risen. I have it on audiobook, and this is basically like a short story collection of sci-fi. And even though this is outside of my comfort zone, it is something that I wanted to read. It was on my TBR specifically for the cover. Like, I'm really just hoping I enjoy it enough to actually purchase the book because the cover is so gorgeous. I absolutely cannot get over it. It's beautiful. And I'm 25%, so I'm 25%, I'm 25 again. Okay, 25% into this audiobook, and I'm enjoying it for the most part. You know, a couple of the stories I had to restart because like once I hear soap opera, space opera, but once I hear space opera, I'm not even gonna hold y'all, I zone out. Like space opera is just, it's just not for me, which is so crazy because like my job background is robotics and electromechanics, but like when you start talking about it in a book, it's just something about it that it just does not catch my interest. Anything that has to do with like outer space, AI, robots, all that, like it loses me. But I'm so fascinated by it in real life. I don't know what that is, but I'm really fascinated by robots in real life, physically seeing them, physically building them, learning about them in real life. But when it's in a book, I don't know what it is. I completely shut down. I just zone out. I don't even know what world I go to, but it don't be the world that they're talking about. Okay, so a couple of the stories I've had to restart just because I wasn't paying attention. You know how a story's playing and then all of a sudden you're like, what happened? So I restarted it just to make sure I knew what was going on. But they've been well paced. They've been between like 25 to an hour each story. Like most of them are like around 30 minutes. And let me tell y'all some of my favorite ones. So far, my favorite one that I've listened to is The Soul Would Have No Rainbow. I've also enjoyed Mommy Waterworks and Rear Mirror. So let me tell y'all what these stories are about. So far all the stories have been like a combination of like video gaming. There's honestly a lot of like African mythology, African gods, African magic, outer space, AI. Like it's all just been a very big mix. But specifically talking about the stories that I enjoyed, the first one I enjoyed was Mommy Waterworks, and I think this was following more of like a Afro-Latinx community where it was like towards the end of the world and they were like trying to survive, and they were rationing out water, and they had specific rules for like water and how they distributed it. But there was like this young girl that had built this mechanism where your tears would be purified and transmitted into providing you water. It was kind of like a converter, and her mom was like the cupbearer, so she would help provide the water, and she was like completely against her daughter doing this because like any change or anything that you went against the grain, it would put you in danger. And I don't know, it just was nice like seeing like a little creative like girl come up with like this mechanism converter that kind of helped her community. So I really enjoyed that one. That one was Mommy Waterworks. And then the other one that I enjoyed was called Rear Mirror, and it kind of was just talking about like cremation, and it was following these groups of people that were starting cremation, and there was someone that passed that really didn't believe in it. And within the African community, or within the story, being cremated was like seen as something really bad because you can't be reincarnated or your spirit will be restless or whatever. And there was this lady that passed that did not want to be cremated, but because her husband was like spiteful, he decided to get her cremated, and her spirit was not going for that child. So she was like causing, like, she was the menace to society. When it was her funeral, she was like doing all these like spooky things, all this crazy stuff, freaking people out. Like her spirit was like really like not going for it. Like they was trying to cremate her, and on her funeral day, even though she was dead, she was like hunting them on her funeral. And the guy was like recanting the story, and it was just good. I really enjoyed that one. It was like spooky and like it was good with spirits and stuff like that. And then the last one that I've enjoyed so far is called, where is it? The Soul Would Have No Rainbow. So this basically is following this main character whose grandmother recently passed away, and everyone's like scrambling to get like some of her belongings, and she ends up grabbing this recipe book, and as she's reading the recipe book, she finds out more about her grandmother, and finds out like I don't want to spoil it, but she finds out more things about her grandmother, and it just was like really heartfelt. It was really interesting. I enjoyed it. The pacing was good. Like that was my favorite one so far, and it had some really good quotes in it too. So far so good. I'm like not even halfway through. I'm a quarter of a way through, but so far I'm really enjoying it. Gonna continue reading it for the week, and then hopefully we're gonna try again with this classic, child. But right now it just feels like Spark Notes. Like I'm just like, it's not connecting to me as a story. It just feels like I'm just reading notes on a story that already happened. Like I'm not going through the story myself. And so I'm gonna try to pick that one back up, at least to get to page 100, child, at least. And then we'll move on to what's the last one? Dirty Laundry. So we'll see how it goes, child. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the next clip. Okay, bye. Okay, this is a public service announcement. If you have an Aldi's near you, or if you see these specific shrimp in any grocery stores near you, do not walk, run. Go and get these. They are so good. I literally bought one pack and I went back and got like 6 more, because I'm like, Aldi's be having them bangers and you go back and you never see them again. So if you have an Aldi's near you or a grocery store near you that has these, go ahead and tap in with those guys, because like they're stuffed. If y'all can see, they're stuffed and they're spicy. And they're just, ooh, look at that. Dip it in some ranch, over with. Yeah, so go ahead and tap in with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Will she focus? Yes, she will. My God. And I'm blue, of course. It's like, come on. There. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right, so I just updated another vlog, so I'm just gonna go ahead and knock this one out. I finished the second book. I finished Africa Risen, and my God, the beginning of the book I was hopeful, because I was like, okay, a couple of them I'm not really vibing with, but for the most part I was enjoying a good chunk of it. And then I got to the other half of the book, and it was like way more that it was more that I wasn't enjoying. There was like a small portion where there was like a few stories that were following like ships, but I didn't know if it was a spaceship or like an actual boat. And then there were also a lot of like fantastical, magical, mythical stories as well, legends. There was also a lot of futuristic stories towards the end. It was something. It really was something. There actually was like kind of like a horror-ish story in it, but it was based on something that I know happens in real life still in Africa, which is insane, but I don't want to spoil it. But let's talk about some of the ones that I like. I Dream of Electric Mothers was cool because it was, I think it was like set in like outer space, but I kind of knew what was going on. Like I told y'all, anything that's like set in outer space, I be fighting for my life with. Like it really is bad. But this one I actually was following along, and I guess like anytime someone passes, all of their memories are combined into one being, and you can talk to that being. So I thought that one was really cool. And then I can't remember if these are the ones that I screenshotted because I didn't know what was going on. I'm trying to remember what some of these were about. I don't remember if I screenshotted this because I was enjoying them or because I was confused. I screenshotted Once Upon a Time in 1967. I screenshotted A Soul of Small Places. Child, this is not helping nobody because I don't even remember what I screenshotted these for. Some of them I screenshotted because I genuinely had never been more confused in my life, and then some of them I screenshotted because I enjoyed them. I don't remember. I don't remember, so I'm not even gonna hold y'all. But I'm not gonna lie, the other half of the book, I think I was like 50% in or 60% in. But at some point, things were just not clicking to my brain. And this was what I was worried about because I really wanted to get a copy of this book. I'm still going to get it because the cover is gorgeous. But like a good chunk of these stories, I was confused. And even when I rewinded it and tried to listen to it again, it's something about space opera books that in outer space, it just doesn't click for me. I don't know what it is. I literally just zone out and I just don't care. I don't know what it is about like outer space settings, but I struggle so badly with them. And a good chunk of them were in outer space. A good chunk of them were set on ships. I don't know if it was a spaceship or if a boat ship. I don't know. I couldn't tell you that. It was crazy. But I just, it's over. I made it. I survived. I got another book done for the year. But at what cost? But at what cost? Because I got another book done for the year, but at what cost? And it's crazy because a lot of the ones that, like, I feel like the editors know which ones are like the good books. And it's like every time I read a short story book, all of the stories that aren't even that good always be the longest. Does anybody else notice that? All of the ones that really aren't that good really be the longest stories. Like, I was struggling through these for like 30 minutes to an hour for the short. That's not a short story. That's a book. I could finish a book in an hour. The stories that were confusing me and that weren't that good and weren't really eating down were like 30, 45, an hour long. Why? Why? Because I know somebody else is reading this before me. Like, it's over. We survived. Kumbaya. I'm still buying the book because that cover is too damn gorgeous. But I was very confused for a good chunk of them. Speaking of confused, I think it's time for me to attempt to tap back into this guy. I got like, what, 50 pages, not even 50 pages in to this. And like I told y'all, it was just spark notes. Like, I feel like I'm going to finish this book and I'm just simply not gonna know what I just read. So I'm gonna finish the book, not know what I just read, and just go on about my life, because they're not even trying to give me a chance to get to know the characters. They're just telling me that all the things that the characters have done, when they die, how they die, stuff like that. But like I said, I'm not even 50 pages in, so let me relax with the flames, okay? Gonna try to get more into this. Hopefully I can get into like 100, 150, but I'm in the middle of like 3 videos right now, and I don't even know when this video is going up, so it's not really my priority. But I'm going to try to get to like 100 to 150 pages of this one, and then we'll hit up Dirty Laundry and see what she's talking about. But as of right now, I'm all sci-fi'd out. I've sci-fi'd too close to the sun. It is time for me to unplug from that. And what better way than to add some new confusion, but in a different genre. So going back to what the fuck I know, aka fantasy. Hopefully this goes better, I guess. If I can just get like an hour and a half in to really feel it out, I think maybe it might get better. I don't know. I feel like I'm more excited now for Dirty Laundry because I want to see some suburban drama. So I might pick that one up and just like teeter totter. You know what I'm saying? Teeter totter. Like, read a little bit of this, read a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Just to help me through. So we'll see. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I gotta say on that. I will see y'all in the next clip, okay? Bye. I was trying to hide so y'all couldn't hear, but if you guys are new to the island, or if you don't know, last year I lost my baby. Her name was Doll. She was really sick. She was a stray. Took her to the vet. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. Shortly after, she ended up passing, and it took me a while to get over that. I'm still not completely over it, but I really wanted to get some new fur babies, so I just gave myself time to grieve. I've made videos, I have memories, I miss her every day, but now is the time. And of course, I wanted to show the island, the babies. I did not get one, but I got 2, okay? So we have 2 new family members on the island, 2 babies, and this is gonna be their first steps walking around the house. it's a little junky right now. We're gonna clean it, get it together, but I have them so many toys. I have them so much love, and of course I just wanted to bring the island with me. So I'm going to introduce you to our new family members. Okay, they're in the carriers. They're not really filling the carriers right now. Okay, here are the babies. So we have a little baby here. His name is, I'm gonna name him Levi. The orange one's name is Levi. He's really cute. This one, she kind of looks like doll, but her face is more black. So it's just like having our little angel back. But I'm gonna name her Jinx and Levi. So we're gonna let them out so they can like walk around and stuff, child. I went through an adoption agency, and they basically were staying with like this older couple, and she was caring for them. So I ended up getting both of them because I didn't want them to be alone. Hey, Papa, come here. Hello. Come on out. Hello, welcome home. Skeptical, I know. I know, puppy. Look at, he's so soft. He's a little nervous. He's purring. Okay. Sniffing out the scene. He's so tiny. Look at him. He's like smelling around. He's like, where am I? Hello. He's trying to figure out where he is. Okay, let's take out Jinx. She's like, me too. So Levi's a boy, Jinx is a girl. I really hope that they like it here. Come on, Mama. Hello. So this is Jinx. She's a little bit more feisty, child. Look at her. She's so cute. Where'd Levi go? Okay, she's smelling out the scene. Smelling out the scene. Trying to figure out where she is. Look how tiny. Look at her little feet. Oh my goodness. Look at their little toesies. Yeah, I'm just gonna let them smell around. So, look how tiny he is. Look at him. He's so small. Oh my God. He's so tiny. He's a little tiny baby. Oh my goodness. So small. She's also tiny. They're just smelling out the scene. Alright, I'm gonna set everything up and then I'll check in with you guys later. For you to see. She looks so much like doll. Okay, so let me show y'all what I got. So we have the cat tree that I got doll. I ended up keeping it because it's really cute. I have these little toys. I have two. I got this little bag of toys. I also got a little bed. Really fluffy. Really soft. Very cute. We have a very curious kitten over here. I'm gonna have to start calling them by their name so they know who they are. Okay, then I got this cute little, what is this, a little octopus? Child, I don't know, an octopus, okay? We got a little octopus. I got them collars with bells because kittens love to hide and get into shit, so I need to know where they're at. Okay, we got the bells, all right? We got the bells. We got a ton of cat food. Boom, boom, boom. I ordered this really cool litter box that looks like a plant, but it's not here yet. So we had to get a little temporary one, you know what I'm saying. So we got a whole bunch of, I like Tiki Cat. I mean, we're going to see if they like it, but I got a whole bunch of Tiki Cat stuff. Tiki Cat, Tiki Cat. I also got this. Okay. And then, where are you? And then I went to Five Below because Five Below really got the deals. I ain't gonna even hold you. They have the deals over there. So, where is she? Okay. Where's Levi at? Okay. So I got this little toy that I have to set up. And I also got their carriers from there. They were literally $23 together. And in Petco, the carriers were like $80. $2. Like, please go to hell. And I also got this little cat tunnel. They're just smelling around, trying to figure out where they are and what's going on, child. I closed the back room because I don't want them to get lost in there. But I'm about to put the bells on them before they get too curious. I need to know where they at and what is going on. Okay, so I will see y'all in the next clip. Okay, we have Levi in action. Look at him go. He's fighting his own collar. Okay, yes, get into it. Get into it, period. Okay, okay, Levi. Yeah, I'm still setting up their area over here, but the toys have been loosened. She over here and stuff. She don't got no business being there. Hello, ma'am. Hello. Jinx. I gotta start calling them by their name, child. Jinx. What you doing, mama? Oh, she wanna play. She see him over here playing. Okay. Okay, Jinx. Oh. Boy, be careful. Uh-oh. What you doing, mommy? They are very curious and having a good time. What you doing over here? She looks so much like Doll. It's like crazy, but it's not, it doesn't bother me. So that was a concern of mine because originally the cat that I was trying to get was all black, and then she told me that they just mesh well together. I ended up getting both of them, and I was nervous because she looks so much like Doll, but already I can tell she's very different from Doll. Doll was very chill, very cuddly, very clingy. She is going to definitely be the feisty one, and he's just fighting his collar. Okay, Lord, this is gonna be fun. Okay, you guys, they've gotten more comfortable. They are basically just tearing the house apart. Yeah, Levi is definitely more comfortable. He's just a little chaotic. Just a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Little chaos. I don't know where Jinx is. Oh, there she is over there. And Jinxie. Hi, Jinx. Jinx. This girl. What you doing? What you doing, mama? Who knocked down the rags? Hello? Stop trying to go on that desk. Ah! Get your little... Look at him. You supposed to be up there? Huh? Boy, stop getting up there. What's up, y'all? Girl, what are you doing? What's up, y'all? I'm just here to do a little update, you know what I'm saying? I tried to get back into the classic. I simply could not. So I got the audiobook for Dirty Laundry, and like I told y'all before, it basically, I think it's like a it's not a thriller. I guess it's like slice of life and like messy housewife drama. That's basically what I'm getting from it. It's not something that I typically would read. It's definitely giving me Big Little Lies vibes, but just way shorter and more condensed. This one is following, let me get my notes, child. Where my notes at? Okay, here we go. All right, so this one is following, pretty sure it's just following 3 moms. One's name is Kira, one's name is Lauren, and one name is Misty. I don't know how to say it. Misty. So Kira is basically the head honcho, child. She like the leader of the crew. Okay, she's an Instagram model. She has this Instagram influencer, momfluencer, whatever you want to call it. She has this great following. Everybody always on her. Everybody always hyping her up, telling her she's the best mom of all time. Blah blah blah. You know, all the bullshit, because social media is not a real place. But anyway, she's a momfluencer. She posts all these pretty pictures of her kids, blah blah blah, whatever. She got 2 kids. She got the boy and the girl. She got the husband that's fine. She got the nicest house, blah blah blah. So all the moms flock to her. She's like the leader of the crew. However, actually, let me introduce y'all to the rest of the people. Okay, then we have Lauren. So she like the reject mom. She the mom that nobody don't like. She's very different, very holistic, she's different from all the other moms because the other ones are married. She's the only one that's not married. She got 3 babies by this dude that's like 14 years older than her. 14 years older than her. And her man be cheating. He been cheating since before they was even together. I don't know why she would turn around and have 3 children out of wedlock by this man who been cheating on her already. He was already cheating to begin with. I don't know. It is what it be. So that's her. And she be calling Kira out on her BS. Basically, she just sees right through the facade of her being this amazing mom or whatever. Because she really be... she's not that great of a mom, and she's not that great of a wife, but that's neither here nor there. So Lauren's like the little reject of them all. She don't got the ring, she got 3 kids, she got the least best house, and they really just not trying to click with her. She keep trying to wiggle her way into the little mom group. They not going for it. Okay, then we have Mitzi. She's the only person of color in this little crew. Her husband's a doctor. She has 1 child, and their marriage is arranged. Now, you know, rich folks, they don't got nothing else to do but sit up in the house and cause mayhem. They just can't be happy. Like, y'all already got the money, y'all don't have to struggle, but somehow, some way, they have the messiest lives. Like, rich people drama is my favorite type of drama. I ain't even gonna hold you. What was the name of that show? I think it was Desperate Housewives. Now, Desperate Housewives used to be my... like, they have the messiest lives, and I just eat it up. I just ate it up. It turned into a little bit more of a soap opera vibe, but the Desperate Housewives really did eat down. So it's definitely giving Desperate Housewives. It's a whole bunch of cheating and lying and BSing going on up in here. It's just a mess. Like, it's simply a mess. And I'm actually almost done with this book. It's very easy to read. Not much is happening other than just like rich people drama and menace and mayhem. But we start the book off finding out that Kira is dead, child. So Kira is dead, and Lauren, the one that they don't like each other. They be butting heads all the time. Lauren's the one that found her, but she saw her on the ground and she like, oh no, I gotta get up out of here, because everybody knows they gonna blame me. Like, if I'm the one to bring it up, they're gonna blame me. They're gonna say I'm the one that did it. So she got up out of there. And now we're going back to all the chain of events that have happened in between. So Kira just going to pound town on everybody's husband, child. And the crazy thing is, she don't even like these men. I feel like she just be doing it just to do it. Like, and it's not even like a power play to be like, aha, I got your man. It's literally just, she just doing it because she's bored. Like, she literally just doing the shit because she's bored. Her husband seems really sweet, and she just so damn mean to that man. It's just a mess. Like, she hates her life. She hates being a mama. Everybody, she's sad, whatever. So it's just hilarious that she's a momfluencer, and she really just seems to not like her children and not like her husband and not like her life. But it's just funny to me, child, because I know it's a lot of little influence out there that's like that. They be pretending that they like their husband and their kids, and they don't. But yeah, so she dead. So basically we're following the story to figure out what led up to that, and that's where I'm at. We still haven't really gotten any reveals, but it's just basically the whole book is just showing the secrets and all the mess and all the drama and a lot of backflashes to like their childhood and who they were before they were moms and wives and all this stuff, and the lives they probably wanted to live or the lives they were trying to avoid. So it's messy. It's something simple. I'm enjoying it for the most part. It's definitely out of my comfort zone, child. This is not something that I would lean towards. If it was a show, maybe I would lean towards it, because rich people drama, like I said, is simply hilarious to me. I am enjoying it. It's going good. I have like, I think like 2 hours left in the audiobook, so I'll probably come back and update y'all on what happens. But yeah, it's a mess, child. It's simply a mess. And then the only book that we'll have left for this video is the classic, and then I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet because I don't have any other books to avoid that book with. All in all, it's going good. I'll let y'all know how it wraps up, but I'm about to head to the gym. I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of an update, so I will see y'all in the next clip. Bye. I am in the middle of filming so many videos. I'm trying to remember which one I need to update right now. So okay, this is the comfort zone vlog. All right, so I need to update you guys because I finished another book. I finished the Dirty Laundry book. I ended up buying the audiobook because I kept checking my library waiting for the whole to release on it. Child, the whole was not releasing, and I knew realistically I would not be able to read it physically, so I'm like, let me just knock out another one. So I finished it. Honestly, I low-key want to give it 4 stars. I really, it was messy. child, it was messy. Dirty laundry. All right, so basically, like I said before, it just was a whole bunch of rich people, messy drama, bullshit. And it was one that was like the ringleader of all mess and was just doing shit just to do it and kind of made everything fall apart. And honestly, I don't know, like when I watch the drama, like Real Housewives shows, or like the Real Housewives like TV shows or like reality shows, they all eat down. And it's the same thing with this book. It kind of was just like, it's out of my comfort zone, but not really, because I like the housewives. Like I've watched like fictional housewives and like reality show housewives, so it's not too far-fetched, but it just really is not something I'm gonna be like, ooh, let me grab that. And it was like a murder mystery or something like that. But child, the drama was hot. Like the drama was hot. Like these women, like, it's just crazy because so many women be getting married and having kids and they don't be liking their spouses and they don't be liking their kids. And it's like, you could simply just not do that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't want to be a mom, or if you don't want to be married, or you don't even like your spouse, just don't even do it. Like you're not obligated to have kids. Like you don't have to do that. Like if you don't want to be a parent, you could just not be a parent. If you don't want to be married, you could just not get married. But they get married to these people they don't even like and have kids with these people they don't even like and then just hate their life like that. That is crazy to me. Like that is bonkers. But nevertheless, I enjoyed it. I ain't gonna lie. I give like a 3.75, a full star. And it was just messy, child. Like it was a hot mess. Like, what was the girl's name? Damn, I can't remember her name, but whichever one was with this dude for like 10 years, he was actively cheating on her, still cheating on her. They weren't even married. She had 3 kids by him, and he was living in her house. I need her to stand up. Like, I need her to stand up. Like, I wrote down their names, but I don't remember which one she was. But child, I need her to stand up. She was with that man for 10, or I think it was even longer than 10 years. He had been cheating on her for years. He ain't really have no career. He ain't have really nothing going for himself. She moved him up into her house. He's still cheating, still lying, still Girl, stand up. Why you have 3 kids by this man and he playing in your face? Like it couldn't be me. Like when it comes to me, the only reason I would stick around would be to get my revenge. It would be to get my lick back and to get my ultimate revenge. Other than that, like staying put and having kids with that dude is crazy to me. Like, and she was like head over heels in love with this man, child. But her and then Misty had an arranged marriage because her parents were, I don't remember where her parents were from, but I think she was Indian, and her parents kind of arranged her marriage, but she kind of was in love with someone else, and he wanted to be an engineer. So it's like, you know, he wasn't a doctor or whatever, but she would have been up. Like she could have still been like a stay-up. She seemed like the only person that actually liked her child, but there was really no love in her marriage. There was like a understanding of like roles and responsibility, but there was like no real love in her marriage. And she had fallen in love with someone else from like her home country, so she was thinking about him, child. It was a mess. It was drama. It was a mess. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, it was just like a reality TV show book. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't really say it was good, but it was like easy to devour. So I don't know, I enjoyed it. I do recommend it if you like mess and you like drama and you like chaos. I recommend it. But yeah, so we got that one done. So the only one we have left, child, hold on, let me go get it. The only one we have left in this vlog is the classic. I'm gonna try to get some of that done today. I'm not even 50 pages into this, but we getting this bad boy done. There's a lot of pages. This just made me want to cry. It's almost 600 pages with small font. We're gonna try, you know, I'm gonna try to get a good amount of this done, do a little sprint, you know what I'm saying, and yeah, there's that. But this is the last book that we have for this vlog, so I'm really hoping it does not take me long, because this is the final book and then I can finally get this video up for you guys, child. But that's that. Levi, get down. So there's that, but I just want to update you guys, let you know what was going on. So that's going to be the focus next. So I will see y'all in the next clip. Bye. The time has come. I can't avoid reading this book anymore. There are no other books to use for me to avoid reading this book. Like, this is the last book in the video. I don't have a choice. The Romance of Three Kingdoms. I don't even know how far I've gotten into this. I simply gave up. I got to page 23 and simply gave up. But I'm trying to read 50 pages a day in order to get this video up for you guys, because this is the final book of this video. So, ciao. I'm gonna do a reading sprint and we're gonna try to get 50 pages in. Hopefully it's a simple read, but as small as these letters is, ciao. Who the hell knows? This is definitely out of my comfort zone. Like, I'm fighting for my life with this one, but okay, wish me luck. I'll see y'all in the next clip. Okay, y'all. I have some bad news. Or honestly, I don't even think it's bad news. I was just sitting here trying to force myself to read this book. And you know what? If you're not new here, then you know I am not a DNF girl. I've never DNF'd a book before. I think I've maybe like stopped a book, but I know I'm gonna pick it up later. I'm just not in the mood for it. But I've never like hard DNF'd a book. But you know what? I just sat here and I was like, I think I'm not gonna finish this. What is the point? Like, y'all didn't beg me to read this. This is something that I added to my TBR all on my own account, and this is literal self-harm, okay? I don't need to suffer through this, all right? I'm gonna get to the end of this book and I'm gonna have the exact same opinion that I've had since the beginning, which is I don't know what's going on. And it's very jumbly, okay? At the start of every chapter is a spoiler. They kick off the chapter with a spoiler, okay? They let you know exactly what is gonna happen in the chapter. And at the end of every chapter, it stops and it's like, will this battle end? Continue on to find out, or we'll find out, or we'll see you in the next chapter to find out. And you know what? You won't see me in the next chapter to find out. You won't see me in the next chapter to find out, because I am DNFing this book. You know what? And I always said, oh, I aspire to be like the girls that can just DNF a book. For me, the only reason I cannot DNF a book is because I will constantly be thinking about that book. I wonder if the book has gotten better, because a couple of times the start of some books, I was not enjoying them and I pushed through and they ended up being some of my favorite books, or they ended up being books that got better. I don't think this is gonna get better. It's not getting better. It's not getting better. And thinking about going through 600 pages of this when I could simply end this video right now and y'all would still be fine with it, and y'all would still be my islanders, and y'all would still be here for me, makes me know, lets me know that it's okay to DNF. Today, we're gonna be doing our first DNF together. It's honestly, this could be a good story if this was written like a story. If it was written like a story, I could enjoy this, because like the things that are happening, there's a lot of betrayals, there's a lot of like history, magic, all this stuff, but it literally, like I said, is spark notes. It's spark notes of a story. Like, things are happening and you're just telling me the descriptions of what happens. Like the page will be like, it'll be like a paragraph long when it really could be half of a book, the things that happen. And it's just I can't. Like fantasy books, when it comes to stuff like that, I would like to see the action develop. I don't want you to just tell me so and so killed so and so or whatever. And another thing, every start of the chapter they introduce new characters, and by the end of that chapter all of those characters are killed, all of those characters are betrayed. I don't care. I simply don't care. I broke this down in order to finish this book in the next 2 weeks, but even reading 50 pages a day is simply too much. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't care. I'm starting to get an attitude. That's how much I don't care about this book. So I hate to end it on a bad note. We read some other books out of our comfort zone, and I enjoyed them for the most part, but this I can't get down with. Honestly, I went on my threads and I said classics are literal hell because I had to read 50 pages yesterday and I stopped at like 46. I couldn't even bring myself to finish and I had to finish the last 4 pages today, and then I was like, I have to do another 50 pages. It follows the same format. It follows the same descriptions. I promise you, if I finish this book, I will get to the end and would not be able to give y'all a synopsis. I would not be able to tell y'all about any of the characters. It's literally spark notes of a fantasy story. And I don't care. Like, reading outside of my comfort zone, I was trying to, test things out, whatever. I still, classics are definitely out of my comfort zone because they got this flowery, fluffy bullshit writing. It's not really my thing, but I know it all has to do with if it's a translated work and who is translating it. This is a translated work, and this is not the translated version that is recommended. I didn't know that. But the translated version that is recommended is like 2,000 pages. I don't care that much. Like, it's never that deep. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the ties. I'm gonna take all my little tabs out of here that are marking the pages I need to read. Take the tabs out, and I'm free. I am free at last. I can edit this video. I can get it up for you guys early and have everything planned for next week. And I won't have to be dragging my feet reading this any longer. Okay? I simply will not. Okay? Will I maybe read some classics in the future? Sure. If you have any classics that you would like me to read, please leave them in the comment section below for if I do another comfort zone video, reading outside of my comfort zone video. Please leave in the comment section below. But this was a no for me. I only grabbed this one because it's fantasy. It's still kind of in my comfort zone, but no. It just, no. No. So we're gonna stop right there. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop right there. Stop right there. Yes, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this vlog out because that's it. I've already read all the other books. I read the Murderbot book, I read the Dramatic Housewives book, and I read the sci-fi book. So let's see, there was Africa Risen, there was the Murderbot book, and there was Dirty Laundry, and then there was this whatever this was. Okay, I think I'm gonna just make up some questions on the whim for the end of this video, and I'll do it for future videos where I'll ask these same questions. First question, favorite book that I read in this vlog. Okay, so out of the 3 books that I read, my favorite book that I read in this vlog, I would say Dirty Laundry, because it just felt like Real Housewives, like drama but with murder and even more betrayal. So I definitely would say Dirty Laundry because it was outside of my comfort zone. It's not something that I would lean towards, but it was a fun time, so I did enjoy that. Let's see, least favorite, we already know who she is. We don't even have to go into a rant of that. Would I pick up any other books within these genres even though they're outside of my comfort zone? Honestly, I'm just not a sci-fi person, which is so weird because my job background literally deals with robotics. But just like anything that's like outer space with planets and aliens and all, I just, it's something about that. I just can't get into it. I simply don't care. I don't think that's ever gonna change. I still will try sci-fi here and there. I think Afrofuturism is what I'll lean more towards because I want to support my folks, you know what I'm saying? But sci-fi still is just not that girl for me. She's just not. Slice of life, contemporary, drama, housewife. I would pick up another book for that, but it would only be for videos. I don't think I would ever see a book coming out that would be in that genre, contemporary or something like that, that I would be excited to read, like Following Housewives. I just watched a TV show. And classics, like I said, I will give classics another go. I feel like if it's translated, I have to pick a translator that is recommended, or read a classic that is also recommended. But as of right now, the first book I've ever DNF'd was a classic. So take that how you will. Okay, will I buy any of these books physically? I still want to buy Africa Risen just because that cover is so gorgeous. You know, with short stories, it's like some of them you'll really love, some of them you won't. But for the most part, I did enjoy those. I did enjoy most of them, or enough of them to where I would want a physical copy, because I really want that cover. So I'll probably get that physical copy. But other than that, that's pretty much all I have for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have read any of these books. Let me know any classic recommendations you have. Let me know how your week is going. Let me know something that you did this week that made you happy. Let me know how your summer's going. Let me know what your plans are for the rest of this year. Just let me know. Just talk to me in the comment section below. I love talking to you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, please leave this emoji right here in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Always remember, read a book, keep your life interesting, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.